Hello, my name is Nathan Lundquist. This is Hightimes. I'm here with Jamson Butcher, Jacob Bino, and what do we talk about today?
Today we talked about teamfight tactics. We talked about some battle royale rank systems.
Overwatch new role queue.
Overwatch new role queue. We talked about professional Call of Duty players.
And the actual rage fest that is Call of Duty esports.
Speaking of the little TFT guys, what are your guys' favorite ones?
The fucking chicken. The chicken penguin that dabs is my favorite thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
that's-
he's got the sushi. He's got like the fucking sushi chef headband on, and he's got a little sword. And this dude just waddles on over and just fucking dabs.
I don't like
Just dabs on them.
I don't like the penguins because I don't like how they level up into like knights.
No, but the level 1 guy's awesome.
The level
He's
1
just
guy's
some-
alright.
He's just some little goony dude. He just walks up. He's like, yo.
You have to level up.
Dab. No.
And I
No,
would,
you-
I would
yeah.
just keep the level 1.
You could choose to like whatever level you want. For the Fury Horns, I have a few of them level 3. I don't like how the level 3 like angry effects look on them, so I always just choose the level 2.
The level 3 one's kind of sick though.
You have to
Oh,
buy
fun
stuff.
fact.
Yes, they cost.
Okay, because
A
I was
lot
like,
of money.
mine's level 1. It's the Silver Wing, and I just like that he caws.
Yeah.
It costs a lot of money. There's a tropical silver wing that's
I have that one.
sick as you have it. That one's sick as fuck, dude. It's like a parakeet.
You troll
It's like
that.
a tropical parakeet, bro, but it's a silver wing. It's
I want to
sick.
get it level 3. Fun fact about the level 3s, by the way.
Uh-huh.
So you know how the rarest one, I don't know if it's legendary, mythic, I don't know.
You might think it's mythic.
Anyways, so like the tropical.
Yeah.
So they have a 5% chance to double drop. So you just get 2.
Uh-huh.
That way you can like potentially get level 3 from only getting 2 of them.
Yeah.
But I got the one for the toxic hauntling, and then I got the double drop for it, and I can't select level 2. I can only select 1 and 3. I think it might be a bug. Because I don't
You got trolled.
Yeah.
I kind of got trolled.
Who gives a shit about 2 though?
Yeah.
No, I don't. First
Unless
off, I don't
you
really
would
like that
specifically
skin. It's probably my favorite hauntling.
No. Oh, you're talking about the hauntling. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the parakeet.
No. I like level 3 and level 1 for the parakeet. I don't really like level 2, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Talk about how fast they patched TFT, though.
Bro, there's a new patch every week. TFT is weekly.
Did,
But
yeah.
they're not nerfing the curse blade, and I'm kinda dude, this guy had Varus double curse blade 4 Rangers. He was autoing every hit. A guy's thing went. I had like 3 level 3s out there. One. It's just next. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Hey,
I'm like, oh, I just lost.
There'll be a new build in like
This
next
dude
week.
had like 80 health.
Dude, next week will be a new build. Don't even worry about it. Because like at first, when it first came out, Demons was like the worst ever.
I
And
love building these.
Glacial was pretty good at that time, and now it's just like by far like the best. Get an Aatrox level with item. Game's over. Can't be beat.
I
Yeah.
love demons. It's fun now.
Yeah,
it's fun.
because they made it like 400 true damage or something crazy. That was
It's
You
50%.
just give him like Warmog's blood dragon tooth and the fucking Thornmail. He just can't die.
Yeah, he's pretty much undefeated. You just go tank items.
Glacial is also just ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah, Glacial stuns. The percentage that Glacial stuns is not correct.
The
There's no
ones
way,
that
'cause
are
it stuns because it.
Dude, it stuns you for 4 seconds.
The thing is, it resets every hit, and while you're stunned, it keeps resetting.
Yes.
So it's like actually like I guess it would still be a 6 at level 6,
Yeah,
but it's more likely
so
that
like-
it'll hit you the second time.
So the example scenario here is they have an Ashe with Gwinsu's, and then she keeps
With-
auto
and
attacking you.
Shojin.
65% chance to freeze you for 2 seconds. She's auto attacked you like 16 times in 5 seconds,
and because she has Gwynplaine,
she's gotten it.
So it's like
She's
100%
gotten it like
stun
10
for her.
times.
Yeah.
They'll always stun,
Yeah.
like continuously. So
Yeah.
Ashe will continuously stun, and then if you just throw in Sejuani has her group stun that is dumb because even if she dies, it still stuns.
Dude, that's the best ability in the game.
She will die at the start of
That or
casting.
Cho'Gath.
at level one.
Cho'Gath's ability is so good.
It's the same thing because it just like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if he dies. He just has
They-
to get 100% mana and it's over.
Yep.
That's insane.
I do love building brawlers too. Knights
Brawlers
is
are just
fun.
fun, dude. Because if you get big,
Yeah.
but Blitzcrank is so rare. I couldn't say Blitzcrank. Big Blitzcrank's sick, but Blitzcrank's rare. You never see Blitzcranks.
I got second place when we were playing. Double Shojin
I hate
static.
that. I fucking hate
Blitzcrank
that.
level 3.
I
just
hate it.
cranked
Dude,
everything.
I bodied some.
No, you got first place, by the
I
way,
did?
because you beat me when we were both at. I had 1 health and you had 2 health.
Oh yeah,
And it was the last
Oh,
round.
yeah, I remember this.
Because he
game.
had like a real build, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go. It was like
Yeah, I
Brawler
remember.
Wild.
Yes, I
It was
remember this.
Brawler
Yeah.
Wild. It was really dumb. And it just paid off because I just sat there with a Blitzcrank and he would just pop in and every third attack. Oh, it was nasty.
I think I had like sorcerers.
Yeah, because it wouldn't matter though, because I'd pull like 3 of your Blitzcrank would pull, hit twice, pull, hit twice.
I had rangers.
Oh yeah, because you had Vayne.
I had Varus.
Yeah, Vayne,
I
Varus.
had Varus. That was why I was winning.
Yeah, because I beat your brother because he had Tristana, and his Tristana would just get pulled every time because he never moved his Tristana. Like he could throw a tank.
The only reason I was winning up to then, before you got level 3 Blitzcrank, because like you would pull them, but I'd have so many rangers that it wouldn't matter.
That's true. And then I just got to a point where I had enough front line. I think I threw.
Well, and you had double showed.
Yeah, I had double showed. So I pulled 3 people. Like instead of just pulling one of his rangers, I just
you pulled
3.
my entire team in that last battle. All of my team was behind your team.
That's how you get them. You pinch. Here's the greatest thing about Blitzcrank: they have 1 or 2 options. They either move their tanks to the back line to get pulled, which then their tank gets destroyed in a group win, or they keep their carries there and they use hyper carry builds and then die. Get a Morgana, doesn't matter. She'll. Going to Morgana is the worst thing. No. You have to.
The same thing with assassins.
Dude, I'll build Morgana tank and it won't even matter. She'll carry a sorcerer.
The thing Blitzcrank does is exactly what assassins do.
Yeah, dude, Assassins is dumb. It's like, hey, maybe they'll get
it's
a good spread.
apparently the best build you can go.
Assassin Ninja, right?
Yeah.
That's the best build right now.
That's what everyone's going. It had like a 60% win rate at Twitch Rivals and pick rate.
It's because
or like its pick rate was insane. It had a 60% win rate.
yeah, it's wild because it's got a Kali and she's Ninja assassin, which makes her do 80% more damage, and she's also an assassin.
And the assassin buff does whatever that does.
It's 350% critical strikes.
I was
It's
playing
350% damage critical strikes.
I was playing ranked. I had a level 3 Gangplank for the first time in my life with Warmogs, Dojin, and the double tier item that I can't think of the name.
Seraphs?
Oh,
Seraphs. It was huge.
Yeah. Oh, you told me about this one.
And Ninja Kali, she was level 2, teleported behind him and one-shot him. I was like, what?
Yeah, because if you put the Infinity Blade on her, I don't know what combination.
No
it is.
items. No items.
No item? Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, no items sounds
She
right.
probably queued him 3. She probably like threw her
Yeah,
fucking things.
I think she
4
might have had
times.
it tier.
Here's the thing, though. You go full ninja, run. So you have you have the 80% attack damage she gets on her. Then you're basing that off. She has her critical strikes are doing 350 damage.
Correct.
You get the Infinity Edge on her. That means her critical strikes are 400, whatever, 50 damage. And on top of that, if you get any AP items on her, it means stars, which she rapidly fast. No matter if she has mana items or not, she just gets the stars incredibly fast. Just wipes teams in. It's ridiculous.
The stars
She'll
are
one-shot someone, throw her stars. One shot, throw her stars. Game's over. There's nothing you can do. If she's level 2,
I hate it.
it's a good
I
try.
hate it.
Assassin's Ninja's broke. It's so broke.
Probably go Brawler. Because their assassin will jump and Blitzcrank will hook him mid-jump and kill him.
Phantom Dancer the carry, and then they all set their strikes and they just.
I think Blitzcrank just bodies him because Brawlers just have so much health.
Yeah, because they get the plus 700.
Dude, you have like a 4K health volley bear. That means, and you give him like items. He doesn't care.
Yeah,
Titanic Hydra.
Yeah, like Hydra, Bloodthirster, fucking like Static Shiv.
Or Brawlers is
There's
insane.
just something dumb.
Dude, I had Static Shiv Lulu with Winsu's the other day.
Dude, I think Shojin Lulu's like the best thing in the game.
Really? Oh, just because it just.
Just because she can, because the higher level she gets, the more people her alt hits. Her alt will hit.
Oh yeah.
Her alt will hit her and one other person at level 2, or she'll hit 2 people.
Yeah.
Like, and at level 3, it's 3 people.
Yep.
And it's a lot of health. And if you put like double Shojin
Lulu with
Rage
Brawler.
Blade or
With
like
Brawler comp.
Seraphs.
You'd
Yeah.
imagine just 3 of your Brawlers getting an extra.
Boom. Imagine Big Cho'Gath with items.
Triple lock.
Big Cho'Gath with like Death Cap, fucking Sorcerer,
Death Cap,
Sorcerer,
His ult
Ludens.
doesn't do that much actual damage, does it?
It
does do
hits
not?
everybody, so fuck it. Just pump this thing up. Just give him like Death Cap, Seraphs, or Shojin or something, a tier item, and then make him Sorcerer.
No, don't make him.
Make him Sorcerer.
do
You
100,
have Lulu. You have Lulu. You have Cassidon.
Dude, if he was, that would be. You would actually.
Big
Yeah.
Cassidon.
So what's your chance of getting Spatula, Needless Lard Raj, and 2 other Needless Lard Rajas to make?
Yeah,
I
bro.
don't like
have
how
you
you're saying
seen?
Rogers.
Have you seen some of these people's
Rods.
luck, dude? You can
Yeah,
get,
no, that's true.
you can get anything.
I lost.
You literally just have to be like, man, I really need this one item, and then you kill the chickens, and either you get nothing or you get like every item you've ever needed.
I lost.
It's
I'm
like
a-
2 outcomes.
So it's final carousel. Whoever wins this wins. It's fine. We have 1 carousel to Okay, it's down to the wire. Carousel pops up. He tunnels a frozen heart. Not a frozen heart, a frozen armor. A fucking +1 team size.
Yeah.
Off the carousel. Throws it in, and then and that was his nobles. So he has like a 10-person team. He's level 9, and he just finished off the nobles. I just sit there like, hey, that's a really good item.
That's the worst thing
I've
ever heard.
I have to pick up a tier to get Shojins.
They need to They need to rebalance carousel to an extent. Like, I think first carousel they need to make they need to put like a low tier full item on one of the level 1 guys.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah, you're right.
More incentive. Why not take the level 2 guy with the big item? Why not take the level 2 guy with the rod or the spear or the sword? I mean,
start putting level 2s in it. Start putting level 2s and level 1s. Mix them into the carousel.
It is the first carousel has 2 level 1s.
No. I mean like units. Like put a level 2 unit in the carousel. Be like, hey, here's a TF level 2, or you can get this low item on a level 1.
No, it is. No, the first carousel you hit is 2 level 1s and like 8 level 2s.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
We're talking about the players, the actual characters.
Oh, the characters?
Yes, we're talking about the characters. They need to throw level 2 and 1 characters in.
What are you talking about? Wait, what are you talking about?
Level 2 champs. Put level 2 champs in the carousel.
That's what I said.
It said level 2 items.
No, champions.
I thought you were talking about items the entire time.
I was talking about items in the beginning. I'm saying you're going to have like your Lulu, your Ari, your Lissandra, TF, and whatever other level 2 spawn with their like BF sword, tier, Megatron cloak, belt. Okay? Those spawn at the first starting game carousel, like when you grab your first guy. And then they have level 1s that spawn with the same shitty items. Like you'll have a level 1 Darius with a Negatron cloak. And never in a million years would you grab that on the first carousel. But if they say make that like level 1 Darius with the dragon tooth,
suddenly you have to pick that up.
Suddenly you throw a wild card thing into the mix that's static.
Yeah, that would actually.
I mean, that's happened. That's happened in games of mine.
No, not in the first carousel.
Oh, not in the first carousel.
No, it's not until second carousel.
Yeah.
Second carousel it happens, but I mean it's rare, but it happens. I'm talking about the very first intro carousel.
I think that would be interesting. That would be interesting because then you have like
then you have a guarantee lock on a full item. You don't have to. It takes RNG out of it because you don't have to like hope to God you get a drop because you already have an item and you can buy a unit that item works with.
Yeah.
Okay. But you already can formulate a plan. It's a static plan that will work. So now you have an element of strategy added to the game, and you can do a lot more with that.
Plus, you have high risk, high reward plays.
Correct. It's high risk. That's a very high risk. The high variance like play. Like you have
to know that
you are potentially walking into a trap.
You have to know that item is gonna if you get there.
That item is gonna give you the tempo to just roll through the game. You're just gonna be playing a tempo game at that point. As long as you just roll the right things, will tempo. And you can bank on rolling the right things because everything like you should see everything at the start of the game. If you don't see a champion at the start of the game, like if you're like, okay, dude, like I just need Vayne. Okay, say I get a rapid fire cannon. Let me get a Vayne or let me get a Nidalee. Nidalee, dude.
Nidalee rapid fires, bro.
Oh no, they patched that. So probably like Vayne, or you want some sort of like something that can abuse a rapid fire cannon. And you're like, what are the odds you don't see level 1 Vayne roll up? Lucian. What are the odds you don't see those two pop up? How common are those?
Well, I think
if that's what you're banking on,
yeah,
there's a good chance you can get fucked. You can and will get fucked. But if you do see him, you can and will.
That's awful, right?
Yeah.
Awful.
I mean, yeah. Why does it taste like that?
It's supposed to be like caramel cream cake or something like that. It just tastes bitter. It tastes so bitter.
Oh, you guys made a different coffee?
It's a different coffee.
Yeah,
it's
really
it's
bad.
Terrible. Why would I try it?
It has caffeine in it.
It's got caffeine in it.
Yeah, but if it's terrible, I'm not going to. I'll drink my water.
Oh, I will say though.
It tastes like dirt water.
What was it on TFT? I forgot, but we can go into the next topic, which is
all right. We're done with that. Oh, Battle Royale
rank system.
Rank system.
Because right now there's
Apex Legends.
There's 3
Hype system.
Yeah, there's okay. So the hype system, the 2 big ones right now.
Isn't PUBG a hype system?
Yes, but I think there's a modified hype system. I don't know if the penalties are
How
high.
so?
I think the penalties are less high.
I believe it because there's a lot of bullshit that happens in PUBG.
Fortnite's penalties are non-existent.
That also sounds about right. Fortnite sounds like they do it on purpose. PUBG sounds like they do it because they know their game's fucked.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Apex is your rank system. I've been playing.
So have I.
Very, very well thought out system. Like,
Why do you say that?
There isn't, with the 60 people in like Apex like naturally being a game where you can't really just like hide and run to the last circle because you will run into somebody. You will run into somebody in movement with 60.
Yeah.
Or like Fortnite, you can just hide to the final round. Or PUBG where you can hide, like there's no problems. So with that system, knowing that you can't just like go for placement points, it actually encourages you. It encourages you to actually go out and find fights because you get +1 hype a fight or like a kill, and then for placements, it's +2, +3 goes up. But the issue is when you get to higher ranks, the system like dramatically starts putting in bus fares. For bronze, it's 0. Silver, you pay 1. Next one, you pay 2, 3, 4, 5, and it goes up to a pretty like decent amount. And that means you have to consistently play games where you're aggressive, getting kills, and see like a lot of. We were watching it last night. We were in the same room watching ACU play.
Yeah,
and like they were playing in Predator League. Huge amount of points they take off of you.
Do you know what it is?
Off the top of my head.
Is that like their challenger or something?
Yeah, it's their challenger.
Oh, okay.
I'll look it up
What's your guess? Like 12?
No, not 12.
It's probably like 30 or 40.
No, not that much. It's 1 point a kill.
No. I'm saying what they take from you when you go into a game.
Yeah, it's probably
30 or
like
40 would be impossible.
Yeah, that'd be impossible. It's probably like 6 to 7. Even 5 is a pretty good amount.
That's what I thought.
Because you have to get 5 kills to break even, or you have to place well enough. But you have to you can get top 5 teams and you place like 2 extra.
I don't know. My thoughts
if you
on
place
saying
high, you
12
get a lot of
was-
points.
But
If you place high, if you place first, you get a lot of points.
yeah, but that means you have to place
That's
get
true.
kills.
Consistently win in a high league. Yeah, it's kind of
So
really
it's set up so that
unrealistic,
it
though.
benefits players who play aggressively. But the thing is that those high leagues and Predators, like that was NRG, 2 NRG players, and then an SEM player. They were like team copy. They looked like they were very focused.
They were playing. Those guys were on point. They're like way
They were
better.
making call outs.
Yeah,
They had to do
insane.
that to maintain that because even some games they got to.
That's what people want League to be like. Imagine if that's what League was like. You have to know what you're doing. You have to calm with people. You are playing, dude. That would make the best scenario.
I'm telling you right now.
That's how CS is. How people play CS.
Voice chat in CS though. There's no way to communicate in League that isn't just like screaming fuck at another
literally
person.
people made this system up themselves. This is just the way CS is just started doing it. How this all is. It's just
I guess I wouldn't
they have
mind.
voice chat in a game and people just figure this shit out.
So the leagues are. I just have it here right on my phone. So if you don't mind me.
Okay.
Bronze is free. No match entry cost. Silver's 1. Gold's 2. Platinum is 3. Diamond is 4. And then Predator, which is the challenger, is 5. Now, points are rewarded with per kill, you get 1 point.
Yep.
Top 10, you get 2 points.
Okay.
Top 5, you get 4 points. Top 3, you get 7 points. And the champion gets 12. Up to a max of, and then per kill is 1 per kill, up to a max point of 5 kills. So each player can get 5 kills. Or I guess each person can get 5 kills worth of points. 5 points worth of kills.
Oh, you can only get 5 points in kills?
But you have to think about there's 60 teams. You get 5 kills unless you're absolutely carrying.
Dude, I've seen.
You're still down to
listen,
like
dude,
10
I've
teams.
seen people get. I think Kyle's best game, he had like a 29. We tried to get him a 30 bomb. We got like 28.
That's pretty crazy.
Like we were running around the map. Like he popped off. We went drop Skull Town, and we popped off, dude. I downed like 4 people. He was like running through, just gunning everyone down.
But the issue with that, Benno, is I think that it promotes like
Boosting.
just absolutely just everyone dropping in the most dense zone and just popping off.
That's a
Just
good
hoping
point.
for the
That's a good
best.
point. I
That's
never
the
thought
thing,
about it from that angle. That's
This
a
way
very
it
good
actually
point.
splits out.
Yeah. But imagine how insane that'd be. You drop a 30 bomb
Because
and you're
like as a professional player, like your thoughts going in are like, well, I could get 5 kills, or I could try and get like, let's say even if the cap was 10 kills, and then maybe not survive because I'm in such dense zone, or I can try and get first and go for the 12 points. Plus probably get 5 kills
so
along
you get
the way.
17.
Here's the way the hype system. You actually
That's so hard. You're hard capped at 17 per game, and the higher you go, you pay. So
you have to be consistently being good.
At Diamond, you pay 4, so you would only get 13.
You're almost at that point. You're almost required to get your 5 kill quota a game, so you pay back your fare.
Yeah, that's
is,
very difficult.
Yeah, that's difficult.
Insane.
But
And then you
the
just go
players
for
who are
placement.
at the top. The players who are at the top are at the top for a
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That isn't like you're not just like getting lucky and camping the full game. You're not camping a full game. You are playing the game how it's meant to be played. The way the points though, the best way to
I
set
don't
it
know
up.
if I can get out of silver.
Here's the thing.
Like,
We can definitely get out of silver. No problem.
is it hard
I would
to?
play.
Dox in 4, and I've seen him play. Or Dox in gold, I've seen him play. We can get out of silver.
Oh, okay.
He's in gold, and I'm watching stuff. I'm like, okay.
I can update my game tonight.
That is a
Yeah,
good
I'll
idea.
update your game tonight.
Uh, But here's how it is. So bronze is up to 90 or hype. I'm gonna call it RP. They call it RP.
All right.
So bronze is 90 RP, silver is 120 RP, gold is 280 RP, platinum is 480 RP, diamond is 720 RP, and then predator is 1,000 RP. So anything you have to be above those guys. Last time we were like 1,800.
Holy!
You guys are 1,800.
1,800?
At 5 points per cost, 17 max points. Holy hell, dude!
You have to get first.
What's 800 divided by 12?
800 divided by 12?
Oh no. Okay, you guys are forgetting that you get 2 RP for being 10th, and then if you get to 4th, you get that 4 RP again. It's not like you get 12 RP and your 5 placement.
Yeah, but they have to get 5 kills. I'm saying the max.
Wait, what
do you
no,
get-
I'm talking
No,
about
no.
the max. If you are playing at absolute peak
If you get
performance,
first, you
winning
get
every
all
game.
the other ones before
Yes,
it.
it works
Oh,
like
wait.
hype, where you tier in. You tier in. So you get to top
Oh.
10, you get 2. I was so confused. I was confused with that. I was like, 17 maximum points per game. I guess if you don't count the top. No, yeah. So you actually each
Oh,
game.
okay. I didn't think about it like that. I
Okay,
thought
then
about
you
like,
get,
I thought it was
45.
like a tournament thing, dude. Like first place, you get
You get
first
30.
prize. You
30
don't,
is the amount of
you
maximum
don't get
points.
everybody
Yeah.
else's prize. Like you
No,
get
yeah. You
your
get
prize. They
max
get their
amount of points
prize.
you can get is 30.
Okay. That's a lot easier than I thought. I'm thinking we're going up
Well,
at 17 points a game.
It's still ridiculous.
We got to get to like 400.
It's
At
still
17
ridiculous.
points a game. Well
You
paid.
get different rewards,
if
by
we
the way.
can play our best
By the
every
way,
game.
different rewards depending on how well you do. You have to do well. I want some good rewards. Also, your highest tier teammate or your highest ranked member of your team.
A lot of grain in that.
The highest ranked member of your
coffee,
team
you're
is
not
who
a
you
fan?
play with, by the way. By the way,
No. Like it's empty. Like there's still a couple sips left, but it's all grain. It's all like
supposed to be. It's
coffee
natural.
grounds.
So your highest ranked teammate, which is how it should be, who you play against. So if you're gold and you go bronze, that's kind of an interesting. You don't get rewarded as the bronze player. I guess it's. Then again, you shouldn't be playing. That was my biggest thing in Overwatch that I hated was the fact that you could.
I actually
equal,
like that.
equal out. You like this as Overwatch? Or this one?
No, I like this one.
Because in Overwatch, you'd be
Yeah.
like, oh, this diamond player brought his silver friend in, and
Yeah.
then our black
I
game.
think
Yeah.
Overwatch is doing everything wrong to please
But
like,
do you want me-
a small group of people.
Do you know about the new rank system in Overwatch? Or the new queue system? But I can describe it
it's
to you.
roll queue.
I can describe it to you in a way you will understand. It's the roll queue.
Roll queue. I
Except-
just said that.
It's now the first time ever that they're having locks in game. So it's no longer like
Oh, it's like a champion select.
yes,
Thank
except
God they needed that.
except if no, it's not like that. If
Oh.
you lock in damage, you can only pick from the damage champs. You lock in tank, you can only pick tank champs. If you lock in healer, you can only pick healer champs. They go pick your role and fucking stay with it. Is what they lock in. It's genius, except for the one fact problem is all creativity's gone. At the pros are gonna be required to only be able to play two. Like you play DPS, you can pick from all the DPS heroes at any point in the game. Tank, it locks 2-2-2. You have to play 2-2-2
That's the worst system I've ever
because they
heard.
couldn't nerf goats.
What?
Because the game is just better to play.
They're so mad that people would be able to troll. They can't let you troll.
Here's the thing: you can still,
Well, you can still troll. They're just
but you
making
can't
it
troll as
harder.
hard. You can't troll as
Yeah,
hard.
you can't troll as hard.
Here's
It's
the
kind of
thing.
dumb. It's kind of dumb.
Here's the thing: in pro play, the
Like,
issue.
but that's not like that's what they're doing it for is trolling. But it just inhibits creativity. Like
That's
you
the
say.
thing. But in pro play, the best thing to play right now is goats because it's far better in
Can
a
you
game.
Can you explain what goats?
goats?
So
No,
goats is 3 tanks, 3 supports, and your idea is you just survive. Like the time to kill in Overwatch is very short compared to other games. It's a very short time
Yeah,
to kill.
you can die.
If you
really
can
quick.
make that time to kill longer than what it's supposed to be, then you just win fights, and all you have to do is take one person out on the other team who has a lower time to kill. Because the other team has a lower time to kill, you beat them. And plus, it's an objective-based game. If you can just survive on point, you win.
Okay.
So the big thing is goats. So you run 3 tanks, 3 supports. It's pretty much the same similar things, but they've started to vary it a little bit. And it was just dominated for so long in the Overwatch League because it was just the best thing to go. And it was the most boring thing to watch. Each team would sit there. They'd hit each other to build up their ults. Then the only way you could really win fights was ulting the other team better. Yeah. So both teams would throw out their grab bomb. Both teams would throw out their diva thing. It was just the most boring thing to watch. And if you were trying, like, a lot of games are hard if you just like turn it on and don't know anything about the game to watch. League especially can be kind of hard. Yeah. But you kind of get the idea. Blue goes to red, whoever wins. You get that in every game. But in Overwatch, because it was such chaos with all the ults, it's like you sit down and you go, I can't process what's going on. 2 teams getting ults in like, they would have Reinhardts that would get 2 ults in under a minute. Like they were getting like 20 to 30 second ults. And it was just boom, 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 boom. And it just is terrible to watch. And they couldn't figure out how to get rid of it. And I guess they didn't try hard enough, which the thing would be just make the time to kill larger and make healing less effective and tanking less effective.
Yeah.
There was no reason to go DPS. Teams would go 4 DPS against DPS comps. They were cool, but Ghost was still better on most of the times.
Yeah.
Now they're like, okay, well, since we can't stop the number 1 builds from being used, remind you, because no team currently does 2-2-2 because it's just not
as efficient.
I'm sure there is. I think Houston Outlaws does it. But that's its own problem. They're not very, yeah. But it's just 2-2-2 is not an efficient build when there's things like 4 DPS or you go Sombra Widow, Pharah, or you go something wacky that just wins. Because you can there's even teams that I forget who it was, they did like 5 DPS and just a Mercy. And they've made May as their tank.
They're trying to find the thing that beats goats, but that's the thing.
Nothing beats goats. Yeah. So they were just like, okay, so now pro play, because this is in the PTR, and because this game has to be the same way in pro. So now it's going to be 2-2-2 locked in all pro games, which means you're required to. It's great for ladder. It's so good for ladder. It's so good. And then it's the worst thing for like actually watching pro play where they have to be creative. Because there's no like in League, you can have late game scaling, this, that. You have this team comp plays for this style of team fights, where this one plays.
Yeah, but League's trying to get rid of that. Riot's really trying to lock down what you can play.
It's so bad, yeah.
It's so bad because like the problem basically was that the Overwatch League was boring to watch because the team comp sucked. And they just solved it by making the team comp suck and boring to watch.
There was one team that beat goats. They were this team in Path to Contenders, which is Path to Pro for Overwatch. Contenders is like the academies. Big tournament that's called Path to, like pros or whatever. And you play in it, called the Open Division. And if you win, you get into Contenders. Like they put you in with the academy teams. If you win this tournament, anyone can sign up for the tournament, sort of. Which is really cool because it gives everyone a chance to play, actually have a chance at being professional. Okay. There's no lock. If you want, there's Discords all out there, teams that will like pick up players that like, it's pretty crazy. One team for all 1 tricks. Play Orisa, Torbjorn, May. I think a Roadhog, and then sometimes Diva. Roadhog and Diva, but it was the Roadhog player saying too. And they just played 2 healers. And it was like, this is the stupidest thing. And won't let people touch the point. Torbjorn alt the point, May alt the point. Orisa's, we just control areas.
Yeah.
Okay. All 1 tricks. They went in the Open Division and just crushed teams. They are in Contenders right now. They are in Contenders. They won the Path to Pro, and they're in Contenders.
But isn't it? It's That's awful hilarious. Because their team comp that they love so much.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it is 2-2-2.
It's 2-2-2.
I didn't even.
What they would do is their play style. There's videos out there. It's crazy. I think Jane does a pretty good video. I'm pretty sure they've got into Contenders with it. Is they would just control the point. So if someone's on the point or they try to push the point at the last turn, May alt, Torbjorn alt. They have Orisa. They just control an area. Their Roadhog player had like this video. I just remember I saw it on Twitter. I was scrolling through, and he's like looking. He's on Numbani. They're like way out in the distance is a Pharah, and they like pressure him and then goes away. And the Mercy's rolling to the Pharah, far out, like max range hook. He turns around like a 360 and boom, hooks her, gets her, kills her, and goes back. And just the whole game, he's hitting hooks that are just insane. He's not missing. They're all 1 tricks, but because they're so good at their champs, they just dominate everyone. They just crush this division. And like every team was every team was just like, what happened?
That's wild. That's awesome. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
And now now it's like, oh, by the way, it doesn't even matter. No one's playing goats.
They've removed all possibility of that from League. That used to be a thing people could do. It's gone now.
I like,
but they're re-adding it with the Face It League. They're doing a Face It League. A league.
Yeah, isn't
Face It. So there's a system in Counter. There's this thing they do in Counter-Strike where they host private servers with a ranked ladder that's just much better than anything Valve could do. So, well, no, Valve could do it way better, but they don't want to.
Wait, is this ESCA?
ESCA. So it's ESCA if you've heard of that.
I haven't.
It's like a private client.
It's a private client. There's one called Face It. There was one called I can't remember the other one.
ESL, right?
No. Oh, ESL has tournaments, but not like this.
They don't have their client.
No, I don't remember.
Oh,
I
do know which one you're talking about, but it's blue. Blue's their theme. I know their logo is blue, but I don't remember their name.
That. I don't remember their name. That's besides the point.
It was
they'd run these ladders, and you would climb the ladder just by you'd queue up on their client, and it would hook into your Counter-Strike game, and it'd load you into a private server.
And they had their own rank system inside.
They had their own rank system. They had higher quality servers. They were paid for services. There was one that was free, I think.
ESEA was the
ESEA was paid. ESEA also did Bitcoin mining on people's machines. If you've heard about that,
hustle. It's a hustle. I respect that. I respect that.
If you had their client installed, it hooked a Bitcoin miner into your machine, so it was always mining, but it used very little. But they had enough of them that it was working. So like if you've ever,
that is the hustle.
That is 100% hustle. That's the same thing.
The thing is like
that's the same thing Ubisoft did with Assassin's Creed.
People didn't give a shit.
Ubisoft did that with Assassin's Creed. They knew people were going to pirate their game because no one wants to pay full price for an Ubisoft game. It's not worth it.
Yeah,
make a game that isn't like the equivalent of like the Walmart of grocery. All right, it'll do. I'll get my stuff, but I won't enjoy it as much as like.
Yeah, and they don't have all of the options that I want.
Yeah, it's just like oh, this was made by people who know how to make a video game but don't care. Like they don't care. They're just like, hey, we'll just run it.
Dude, the older ones were sick.
They were, but they would put on. So they put up a pirated version, a pirate bay, or like whatever, and they like people downloaded it, and it was them like just Bitcoin mining on people's computers with this pirated version of Assassin's Creed. They were just like
Pirate Bay was Bitcoin mining on people's computers.
Yeah.
If you had a browser open with the Pirate Bay on it, all of your processes would just skyrocket, and you just like they would just Bitcoin mine you for the entirety of that window being open.
Textbooks though, I'm paying full price.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Hey, if that's the small price, if that's the small price I have to pay, is just have my computer slave away for like 10 minutes.
Bro, what are they gonna do? Yeah, they got my data. Who gives a shit? So does Google.
Facebook has more data from me than they do. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Fuck it, right?
Yeah.
Age of information.
There's not much in that data that they can really fuck with.
Exactly.
I can't think of anything secret up. In terms of that, like, it's like highly confidential. Like, I don't save cookies.
No,
neither do I.
I don't save cookies like at all.
I think I'd be fine with it.
I don't really care.
I only allow cookies like for the one moment that I need that needs cookies.
YouTube and Google, I'll do it. They don't have to re-sign in. I'll just let them use cookies, and I'll be like, "Hey, this is easier. I don't have to sign in."
The sites always like, "Do you want to save your password?" I'm like, "No,
never."
Yeah,
I just like
never
it,
save,
never. Like not even no. Just
my last pass is like, "Can we remember it?" I'm like, "No."
Like
they can't have my banking info. I'm not saving my banking info, but no.
Yeah.
My banking is.
Well, I do have my car shit because like. My car shit's like for Ford credit. It's like super elaborate and annoying to set up. So
that's every like so like we do automotive companies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god, dude, their portals are so. We have a Diane.
Are fucking in.
She goes, yeah, we paid part of the bill. She goes, pay us in full to do more work. Send her like 6 more emails. It's like shit. I'm just like, I swear to God, I'm gonna call Sean. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna give him what's to him. And I was like,
dude, sometimes when you have to deal with people.
Oh yeah.
Help, my computer's broken. What'd you do? I don't know. What's wrong with it? I don't know.
Nice.
What would you like me to do? I don't know. Fix it.
Dude, my work was like, I work with all older people, right?
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah,
they're all like
older,
40 plus.
And you're sitting there just like, oh, the conversations are weird. Because it's just the way old people talk to them, if this is how they talk to each other when they were younger, that's messed up. It's weird,
really
right?
Weird.
Old people talk to old people weird.
All right, they talk to old people weird, and they talk to everyone else weird too.
It's just is it like a generation thing? Am I messed up?
Did I tell you about my grandpa talking to my mom about her vegan diet?
No. Tell me.
Oh, wait.
So my grandparents came over like a month ago or something.
Yeah.
And we were just sitting on the couch. They were leaving the next day in the morning. We're just sitting on the couch all watching television. My grandfather's reading a book or something, and he looks at my mom. My mom's watching TV. Looks back at his book, flips the page, makes a funny face, looks back at my mom, and he goes, "Does your vegan diet make you gain weight?" And my mom just goes, "No, why?" He said, "Well, you look much fatter in the stomach." And then he closes his book, puts it on the table, and walked out.
What?
Wait, is this also your grandpa that tells you actively better jobs you could do to get more money in life?
He'll call me and he'll be like, "Hey, I checked the jobs that are in graphics and animation, and they start at like 80K, and I don't think that that's good enough, so I think you should start taking statistics classes." I'm like, first off, Grandpa, I have one more year. I can't really change.
No, though, that is just not me who talk weird.
No, dude. No, there's some old people that are like real normal. Okay, they talk like us. Are normal. Okay?
There's some older people.
Older, yeah. There's no one that's like over the age of 40 that talks like us. They talk weird. They talk like...
No, I know guys that I work with people that are just like, "Yeah, what's up, man?" Like, "Not shit, man. How you doing?" He's like,
"That's crazy." That would fuck me up.
Either it's me bringing it out of people because I refuse to talk like them, or something. But like,
that would fuck me up.
I go in there. There's people. Some dudes dress up in suits. There's guys like dress. These guys dress up nice, dress pants, dress shirt tucked in, like nice belt, like the whole nine for meetings. And I'm just there. I got my baggy ass fucking dress shirt hanging out, my shit ass jeans. I got my shoes on, and I'm like, "All right, man, what's up? What's broken?" Like, I walk in this meeting, there's like high level Ford dudes, high level GM dudes. Like, people are like making money. I'm like, "Yo, whose computer can't connect to the guest Wi-Fi?" They're like, "Yeah, man, the window won't pop up." I'm like, "Oh, you just, I got this here. Dude, type it in." I'm like, "All right, man, you're good." He's like, "Oh, I saw that. What'd you do exactly?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you're good." He's like, "Is that simple?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "All right, thanks." And then I walk out of the room.
That's why you gotta dress really nice going.
I do not dress really nice.
It's your man, the computer guy.
No, I'm just like, "What's up, dude?"
Dude, I've been spent the last 3 days, actually honestly like last week, in the garage of my office, cleaning it out, reorganizing everything, inventory, and I'm later today or tomorrow, I'm gonna go in there. I'm about to build a fucking desk. And that's gonna be my new station. Because it's in its own separate spot. It's in the fucking garage. And everyone else is in the main building. And I'm like, this way I don't have to hear these old people at lunch, because my desk is right next to where the lunch table is. I have just weird fucking conversations. Brian's like, "See this dude Brian? Remember Brian? Nick remembers Brian. Everyone who's my friend that's worked at this place remembers Brian. He's not allowed to email customers anymore because he kept sending them like Republican memes and like conservative memes. And it was so bad that my dad had to sit down and be like, "Yo, you cannot email any of our customers. Why? You keep sending them like Trump memes and they hate it." They are complaining actively. We have had multiple complaints. Like, he can't email anyone again. It's hilarious. I don't know what they did. I think Willem, the programmer, just like took his email privileges away. So I think he's just like in the basement now. He like makes the most money for my dad. So he's like, we can't fire him. He's like the best worker we have. Buddy. And you go down there and it's like, I walk down the stairs. Right side's a metrology.
This is hilarious.
Lab. Right side's a metrology lab. It's like temperature controlled, humidity controlled, whatever. Okay. Yeah. You do calibrate in there, and you take a left, and you get into this main room. That's like 2 more like workstations, and a desk, and another desk, and another workstation. Kind of just set up, and like think of it as a cube, and split into 4. 3 of the 4 on the one side are all like stations.
Yeah.
And then there's one little cubicle, like built-in walls cubicle, like huge windows on it. That's Brian's room. It's his own room. He will go to the metrology lab to measure shit and like calibrate it.
Yeah.
But that's where his office is. His desk is there. He's got this huge layout there. And the windows. I mean, huge windows that take up the main part of the walls that surround his CN. Not like he's doing. All of them are just covered with printed out like full page papers of memes. Of just memes. One of them is like it was like an Ivanka's like hotter than Hillary meme, and it's just like it's like that's in the little corner. It's in the corner. You just put the full page right on top of it. Where it's like done. You just got. I'll take you there one time. We can go in. I like have the keys and everything. I can get in easily. I'll take you downstairs. I will look at Brian's wall of memes. They're just like conservative. The worst type of person that watches the Joe Rogan podcast is just putting memes up on this type of like. These are like Ben Shapiro memes, like type of people.
That's perfect.
And he's not, and he's just like the weirdest guy to talk to. Mondays through Fridays, he's like, "Hi there, how are you? How you doing, Nathan? Good, okay." Very scary kind of a guy.
Yeah.
Super like polite though. Sticks to all his rules. Weekend hits Saturday because I go into work Saturdays. Monday through Friday, he's super chill. Everything. Saturday, he comes. He goes, "The fuck's up, Nathan? How the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is going on?" I was like, "I've seen so much. It's like 9 a.m. He's like, "You fucking ready to get this shit?" I fucking feel terrible. I was like, "It's not work hours, man. No fucking rules." And he goes downstairs, and I was like, "Jeez." Like the rest of the day, I'd like run into him getting coffee. Be like, "How the fuck are you, Nathan?" These motherfuckers in Congress. And I was like, "What the hell is going on? Stop. Like, why are you?" He just like cusses all the time. And then Monday comes around, I just avoid him because he's weekdays I can handle him. Weekends he's just too much energy. He's ready to go golfing at his church on Saturday nights. He's not willing. He doesn't want to fuck around. He's just like, "Let's fucking get this done." He's great. I love
What
him.
the
Ryan.
hell? That's hilarious. That's great. That's the best thing
I
I've
didn't
ever
know.
I have so half my
That's
family
weird.
is Swedish, and
Yeah.
my dad's side of the family came in.
Yeah.
Born on military at another time. My mom's side fought in the war, in the Civil War, Union side, and as a high-ranking member of the Union.
Okay.
So when they won, they gave him a bunch of land in the South as a way to like segregate the South, like not have it still blue and gray. So they gave a bunch of Union generals and soldiers land in the South. My family ended up moving to Missouri. Half of my family's from Poplar Bluff, Missouri. It's just crackhead shit going down out there. It's, I mean, like, it is. I have some sort of cousin through my family. A couple of them inbred, by the way, down there, like, actually, but, or just, like, kind of cousin. What did the fucking, I don't know, Missouri.
Kind of cousin.
I have one who's, like, he's got to be, like, 75. Like, he's as old as, like, my great grandmother, I guess it would be, or he'd be, like, older than my grandmother. He's, like, 75, 80. Man has been in and out of jail, like, consistently his entire life. He like just got out of like a 3-piece in the fucking unit. He's like 75. They're like, "We can't keep locking you up. You're old as shit. Stop doing crimes. Stop doing crimes. You're too fucking old." He like went in when he was like 80, just like in the jail, like looking around. He's like just in and out of jail, and like all of my family just like looked, like sat down and was like, "You are too old to go to jail. You will die. They're going to stop sending you to jail because you're so old. You're not a threat." And then he keeps just like getting arrested. And they're just like, "Jesus, stop. Just fucking walk everywhere."
I have terrible news.
How does he keep getting
The
arrested?
brief thief is dead.
The brief thief?
The brief thief is dead.
How do you know?
My aunt texted my dad like a month ago now, and like, yeah, he died.
Who's the brief thief?
Sorry.
The brief thief
Brief
is
thief?
my father's cousin, I believe, something like that. Like kind of removed
Your
from
second
me,
cousin.
but kind of removed from me, but like still kind of close to the family.
Yeah.
Wait, is that your first cousin removed? That's cousin?
I
It's
don't.
your first cousin?
I don't know
No,
the logistics
that's
of
not
all
how-
that
That's
bullshit.
not how that works.
I don't know the
That'd
logistics
be
of all
third
that.
cousin.
Your cousin?
No, second, third.
Either way.
Your cousin.
So
Third cousin.
he first off, we don't talk to this side of the family at all anymore. But he was known as the brief thief on local news because for like, I don't know, 4 months or something, he would break into people's houses and he would steal every single pair of underwear, every single piece of underwear,
The brief thief. He's the brief thief. On local
regardless of
news.
age, gender, creed, whether or not it was washed, unwashed, all your underwear was. He was like the underwear gnomes, but he was one big underwear gnome. And eventually he got caught and he went to jail or something like that, or maybe got fined. Either way,
I would have put that man. I would have fucking tested that man.
I would too.
I think he like had to go to rehab or something, in
tend to
jail,
after
some
something
some bullshit. Anyways, he gets out, and within the first 1 or 2 months of getting out, he gets caught by like Chris Hansen-esque To Catch a Predator,
Oh, God.
like child. It wasn't the Chris Hansen one, but
It's
it
just
was
like
essentially
YouTuber
just a
guys.
police sting.
Like the YouTubers who just like do that.
No,
we
it's not-
get a
it's
pedophile
not
to come in and then
Joey
we beat his
All right,
ass.
yeah. It was Joey Salads, but not awful. It was
Is
official.
Joey Salad's the one that does it where he's like, we catfished this dude. We're gonna meet him in a hotel room
Yes.
and then beat his ass.
I'm pretty
Anyways,
sure that was Joey Salad.
He,
Okay.
he went to prison for being a pedophile.
Yeah.
And
As one tends to.
yeah, and he was there for a while, and then they died,
killed him.
I guess.
That's gonna happen.
They probably killed him. Yeah,
That's gonna happen. That's gonna happen to the guy
R. Kelly.
the guy I worked with.
Oh shit! Not
Did I not tell you about this?
No.
Oh, dude, the guy. So when I got hired in 2 years ago now, 2.5 years ago, the guy above me who trained me got arrested 4 months ago or three months ago for kidnapping and selling children.
Like straight up trafficking.
Christ.
He got human trafficking, child accost, which means attacking a minor.
Was this all like hard proven too?
Yes.
What?
No one gets fucking accused of all three of them.
I guess
No,
that's fair.
one of the charges was internet, so maliciously using the internet to sell or receive illegal goods, and yeah. And then he got what was the fourth one? Child abuse.
You think
That's fucked up, dude. This world is fucked up. How can that exist?
This man said some of the weirdest shit I've ever heard, bro.
You know, I bet he sounded really weird.
He's like a short little German man from the Upper Peninsula
That explains
of Michigan.
Like
of the upper peninsula from the Upper Peninsula. Like he's a Youper. I said
All
like
right.
8 times.
Okay, that's the
All right,
rest
that
of it.
explains all of it.
Yeah, there we go.
He's this, and then he
Circle
lived in Saginaw, and then he went to school at Tech, and he
That
lived.
explains
This is more of just like a villain's backstory than anything else. Like, it all makes sense.
Him and his dad got a job at the same company and moved in together. His dad left his
Yeah.
mom to move in with
Sounds
him.
right. When did his dad die?
His dad's alive.
Damn.
Did his brother die in a car crash?
No, his sister
Is
said,
it shot outside
fuck
theater?
his sister said, fuck all of you, I'm leaving. And
That's
they
it?
hate her.
Yeah, that's what was it. That was the break.
He's-
Now I've got to kidnap my little sister like she's a.
No,
this is a
she
villain.
just left. She got married and left.
He's your super villain.
No, and it gets better. It gets better.
No, you just have to become the superhero.
No, it gets better. It gets better. This guy. So every time this guy would go to take a shit, he'd say, "I'm gonna go drop the kids off at the pool." Like the first time he said it to me, I looked at him like, "What'd you say?" He's like, "You've never heard that? It's an expression. Oh, you're too young." I just took it as like, I'm 18. He's like 40. Maybe I am too young. Like
You just let it slip accidentally once.
I'm like, maybe I just
Holy-
don't get it.
Holy
And then
hell,
and then
dude.
every time you screw in and screw something out that has like 4 screws on it, he's like, make sure you do kitty corners.
That's so weird. Do you think he was like dropping hints? Like he was
Yes!
trying, like the super
That's
killer,
what
like
I
my
think.
God,
the serial killers that want to get
He's
hit.
like, he's
The
talking
serial
in
killers that want
code.
to get caught.
He's talking in code.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really creepy. I hate that. I
Dude,
actually
you know what's
hate that a
fucked
lot.
is like you didn't pick up on it. Because if someone said screw it in kitty corners, I'd go to my boss and me and be like, this kid's kidnapping fucking kids.
Dude,
This kid's a pedophile. This kid's he's
really?
dropping kids off at the pool. He's telling me to screw kitty corners. I don't know what he's doing, but someone needs to go to his fucking house. Someone needs to look through this guy's house.
They got him.
Yeah, I'd immediately go to my boss if I
Do you
heard something like
know like any details of it? Obviously, keep it like.
They
vague,
got
but-
him.
But like, do you know how he was caught? Is
No.
what I'm asking.
No, but my favorite joke is, man, we really got to ask this guy what he did wrong. Not like did wrong, like in general, but what he
What
did
the-
wrong to get caught.
that. Right?
Yeah,
I would like
it's
to
a
know.
joke. It's a joke.
Yeah, no, because I would like to know, like, that's the serial
I
killer
wouldn't.
things.
I wouldn't want to talk to him. I could. We
'Cause-
could call
No,
him.
I
We
don't
could
want
get an
to.
interview,
I
but I'm not
definitely don't
going
want
to.
to.
No, because he'll be. I don't want him.
He's
I don't
just-
want him to know where I live.
I don't want him to-
know.
I don't want him to know what I
You
look
don't
like.
want to.
I don't want to know what he looks like.
I know
Person-
what he looks like. I know.
I'm thinking like
German.
I'm thinking like a fat Richtofen from Call of Duty Zombies. Do either of you know what that is?
no, because we played good games.
No, it's not. That's not it.
What's he look like?
He's not like weird looking. He's just short.
Best way to describe someone.
I can show you. I'm not going to show you a picture. I'll show you a picture afterwards, but not right now.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
want to see a picture.
Okay, that's fine.
I kind of do that. We'll talk later. That's the thing with serial killers. Like the big thing is like, I forget what thing it was. They were talking about
No.
serial killers. They were
Here's
talking
the
that
thing.
most of
No,
them want
here's
to
the
get caught.
other. Here's the other thing, dude.
Well,
Here's
'cause
the
they're-
other thing he'd do.
I mean,
Every time he'd always talk about his parents, but he'd never say like, yeah, my parents this. It's not like you're telling your buddy like, yeah, man, I gotta go help my dad do something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're like, I can't hang out today. He would be like, yeah, Mom and Dad need me tomorrow, so I don't know if we can really do that.
Dude, why did you not go to your boss? These are like red flags.
Everybody knew he said that. He talked like that to everybody.
I'd go to my boss and just be like, I told you about that shit last week with the fucking kitty corner.
Every
And shit.
person he talked, people didn't believe you. People wouldn't believe you. If no one's heard him talk, they wouldn't believe you it was real. They thought you were joking. He talked like that to every person.
That's
Maybe
everybody.
I should be a detective because I would know right away he's a pedophile.
That's weird.
Like, I
Maybe
would
you
wrote-
should. You just read people.
I'd just be like,
He'd talk, dude. He would be like, only his parents though, not his sister. He'd be like, yeah, my sister, blah, blah, blah. Or he'd be like, my aunt, my grandparents. But mom and dad were mom and dad for every. The joke is, when I talk to his old boss, I'm like, yo, man, how's mom and dad doing? You talked to them recently, and that's the joke. Because that's how he talked to everybody.
that's a weird, I think the only time you would say that is if you're in a relationship with someone, and eventually you knew if you said mom.
Yeah.
Because Alessia just started doing that.
Almost you share the mom at that point.
My girlfriend just started doing that to her, like, literally the other day she's on the phone. She was saying something, she was like in a rush, and she's like, yeah, mom needs me, I gotta go. And I was like, oh. That's like, because that's the way she would phrase it to like father or family. Yeah. So it's kind of like you're in part of the family.
Yeah.
I would say maybe like, yeah, because I kind of do that. No, I still say my mom just because.
That's it to everybody.
I know.
And him and his dad are like best friends, and dad's got the coolest car, and
you get like the red flags are there, right? The red flags are there for you, right? You're already to the office.
I thought he was weird.
If this was like a movie, I would want Christoph Waltz to play this character because I think he would do.
I want William Dafoe.
Willem
to play you.
Yeah.
When did you come in?
As I go to my boss and be like,
"You're the detective."
I want to be the detective. Yeah.
Oh, I want Shaq to play me.
Would I be
Is William Dafoe? No, that's
Willem.
Would I be the last boy he kidnapped?
Yes, sadly.
No, I want Shaq to play me.
That's awful.
That's
I hate that.
Yeah,
you deserve Charles Barkley at best.
No, Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah.
No,
Kevin Hart on stilts is what you deserve.
No, I think it'd make for better entertainment.
Dude, your type of movie though, Kevin Hart would be in it somewhere. It'd be a Kevin Hart movie. You'd be Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
I would be Dwayne, and he would be Kevin Hart on stilts.
It's true, and that would be the movie.
You'd need to be, yeah. Well, I don't know if Kevin Hart would even be tall enough if he had stilts on.
It'd be Kitty Coroner.
Kevin Hart has to be a lot like the Rock's.
We need
like
to clone Kevin Hart and put two of them in like a trench coat.
Kevin Hart's not that tall.
I don't think the world needs another Kevin Hart.
I think
Kevin Hart's done more work for Kevin Hart. Like Kevin Hart, this type of comedy, fine.
He's unique.
But we don't need another one of those for a long
Imagine like a world where it's just iRobot, but it's Kevin Hart.
Dude, why is Kevin Hart and Rebel Wilson the same energy? Why does Melissa Carthy and Kevin Hart do the exact same bit? It's just screaming and like jokes about appearance. That's their bits.
Yeah.
And then who do you put them with? Put Melissa McCarthy with someone like attractive, like
Sandra Bullock.
Multiple times.
You could say,
or you put Kevin Hart with someone tall and big, Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
You could say someone very like effeminate and someone very like masculine.
Kevin Hart and Melissa McCarthy play the opposites of people in movies. They don't. They're only there to play the opposite of someone else.
Yeah.
Because they'll be the answer.
And he was in Jumanji. He was the opposite of The Rock in Jumanji.
Yep. He's the opposite of The Rock in every movie that they're together, and they star a lot together.
Dude, they have so many movies together. CIA, the Central Intelligence.
I think that they genuinely have good like
chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yes.
Now
Me too, but it's still not funny.
Yeah, that's
I think they do great together. I think they bounce off each other perfectly, and I don't enjoy it.
You can't make bad writing funny.
Not true.
It's just not for you. No, that's the thing. It's just not for you guys.
Yeah. Who's it for?
Normal people.
Children.
Maybe, but even I like pop music. I have a normal taste in movies.
But like you have your incel tendencies.
Name one of my incel tendencies.
Come
on, hit me with it. I'm like the least incel of our group.
Yeah. It's just because that's
popular kid turned nerd. Suck it.
I'm nerd turned popular kid.
That's true.
We're like the antithesis.
You are Scott from Monster Prom.
I don't.
The werewolf.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I have no idea.
No, because dude, he was like a jock. I was like the opposite.
No, you are now him.
Oh well.
When you were nerd turned Scott.
I don't think I'm dumb. I'd like to hope I'm not as dumb as Scott.
You have that musclehead energy though. Okay, this is what you have. You have
musclehead, not meathead.
See, you have musclehead energy. I have dumb bitch energy. Like I am the like male antithesis of like the like old stereotype of a dumb bitch. That is my energy.
Yeah.
I think
I'm Polly, yeah.
Bino is Scott.
Beno's Bob the Slime, if you've gotten there yet.
Wow. I feel like I've just been.
He's a great character. He's funny, enjoyable, but he has the same energy as Beno to where he's just. I'm here and I'm big. I'm here and I'm big.
Yeah.
I'm here and I'm big.
Okay, that's
Scott's like, I love fucking football and bitches and
That's not
everyone's
Jameson.
my friend. But he's got like everyone's my friend. Yeah. Hey, how
Do
we
you want to
doing?
know who's? Do you want to know what Mark? It's Scott is Markiplier's. Like the idea of what Markiplier's persona is.
Yeah, dude, Markiplier used to be super ripped and everything. I saw
Kind
that.
of is still.
He still is.
Markiplier is like a fit man.
I haven't seen. I just remember him like old.
He
old
streams on
days.
Twitch now.
Yeah, I remember
That's
him.
his new thing.
That's because everyone's just like, man, we are not making money on YouTube, guys. We
Yeah,
gotta
because YouTube is terrible and Google doesn't know how to run a business.
No, YouTube is doing very well.
Google.
You don't understand. The kids' videos are
I mean,
like,
people who are on YouTube don't have like, YouTube's doing with those kid algorithm videos, but the people on YouTube that are doing things like the gaming channels,
Yeah,
I
our
guess-
demographic.
yeah, it's very hard.
I
to-
guess that's fair. YouTube
They're
does
always
know how to run a business, but not like run the business that it bought.
But here's the issue. Then you
Well, no,
They're
the,
just
the
buying,
issue,
they're making a TV.
The issue is they're ignoring the people who made the platform.
Yeah. They're
And
just
just
making
selling
a
out. They're
TV
selling out,
studio.
essentially.
which I don't
essentially.
necessarily blame. Like Google's the same. Google's a company that they're like, we're not going to buy new hardware because it's cheaper to replace the hardware once.
Yeah.
That's their type of thing. But here's the thing with the issue with that is like a lot of the people I like are now going to Twitch.
Yeah.
Because it's easier for them to make money. But what made them good is the fact that they did YouTube videos.
Yeah, they're
No
not
one wants
good
to
Twitch
sit and
streamers.
watch I'm a Cutie Pie. It's a terrible stream to watch. It's boring.
Dude, so many people used to watch it.
I
I
know.
don't think you
It's-
understand.
No, I know
Yeah,
it's popular, but it's then you go to his YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And it's just great because he's good very specific times.
Yes.
And then other times he just sits there like this. And it's like, okay. And the same thing with like a lot of streamers. It's like that's why everyone like Tyler One's streams are usually pretty entertaining, but there can be a lot of like dead space.
Dude,
Yeah.
he can be good all the time.
But his YouTube videos, because they take all the best bits of him,
But his
are so
I
fire.
agree.
yeah.
So but now the thing is you have the opposite of this where you have the YouTubers coming over who are used to being in that short format where they can edit it. If it's a let's play, they can kind of keep in the things they want. If it's just they're making, they can keep in what they want.
Yeah.
Then you're over here and you're like, you have to sit in front, be entertaining, consistently and fluidly for that entire time slot you do
Yeah.
it, which tends to be longer. And it just doesn't hit the same. Great example, Jake Paul. Jake Paul's videos, awful, but people really like them. And he's to the people he's marketing towards, he's entertaining in those short bits.
Yeah.
His live stream was just awful, like all around, because he wasn't able to be. He like Tyler One could just flip the switch. He's in for the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
He's Tyler One.
I think Ryan would be like a good streamer because I think that he's got like that crackhead energy, could just like continuously like say shit.
No.
He's Box. He's Box. Hungry. Wait, it's no Box. Yeah, Hungry Box is the Smash player.
Well,
he's Box.
He's white box.
He's white Box. That's
Yeah.
all he is. And I know
No,
that.
I don't
Isn't,
think- I don't
isn't
think
Box going into like medicine as well?
Was
Was?
probably
Probably
was.
not at the stream.
I imagine
There was the
he
other guy,
was.
Jim.
I think he
Oh.
doing it.
I don't know.
I would be surprised
I don't
because he's
watch
been doing like
Box.
the streamer house things. Like he's
Yeah.
Oh,
he
he
would have to be doing like significantly less credits spread out for a longer
I'm gonna
time.
be dead honest with you. I haven't seen a Box video in a while, but the last time I saw, he was still at
He just
school.
did this.
I thought.
No, he just did the streamer house thing for
Yeah, I
with
don't-
like Valkyrie,
He
from
might have
100
stopped.
Thieves, and a bunch of people. They did.
He
Like,
might
the
have.
streamer
He might
house.
have done like the pre-med
Yeah,
and then
dude,
stopped.
He's
and
probably
then-
like I could probably make more money doing Twitch. He's probably like being a doctor's great, but I can do a lot
Well,
less. And
I
make a
mean,
lot
I think
more.
Ryan would do the same thing if he was in the same
Well,
place.
yeah, because Ryan's also trying to become a doctor.
Yeah. So if Ryan started
Yeah, but-
streaming out of nowhere
that is true.
and got
You
really
think-
popular,
And Ryan's a really good doing school. He's like same type of like energy.
do you understand what we've been
Yeah,
saying this whole
yeah.
time? In order
It's
for
the same
Ryan to
thing.
be Box, he'd have to
Drop out.
dress up as a woman.
Yeah.
That's not Beyonce. Wait, he rides that fucking line though, like a
No,
like a
he-
like a
no
goddamn
way.
loose cannon, a police like a police
Yeah.
like whatever it's called, police station. He rides that fucking line of like he's like no, and then like yeah, if this goth girl asked me to dress up as like an anime girl, I would do it as a joke. I did it ironically.
He's definitely like worn a dress as a joke before.
Yeah.
He's not
Okay.
that far off. I love.
I have
Ryan.
a video of it.
Please send that to me.
Oh, that
frame
line's
by
so
frame,
bloated.
frame by frame. I want a picture of each frame. Put them all in a file. I'll go through, I'll go through it myself. I like that. But yeah, no. So like these YouTubers going to Twitch, not the same. Kind of sucks for a lot of those YouTubers. they lost a chance of them to make money and like they'll still be fine. They'll survive. They'll find ways to get their people are gonna watch the videos. They're gonna get bad revenue. But they'll be fine. Yeah. But it's like they were really talented at doing a very specific thing. Now they have to adjust to it, and they're having troubles adjusting to a whole style of entertainment. But this is what we want to watch. I use Twitch as my TV. I don't watch this TV. No cable. It's got a fucking Roku stick in it, and
yeah, I don't know why people pay for cable.
Right? Because
I went to my aunt's
house. TV. That's my cable.
I went to my aunt's house. I was house sitting for like 2 or 3 days. I watched Hulu and I watched Twitch.
Here's the thing though, for Twitch, do you watch Twitch like I do, where you treat it like a TV and you just channels?
Yes.
See, it's a fucking TV station.
It's a TV
It's literally genius, and that's like our TV station. It's weird now that that's like there's different.
I use it like I use TV.
That's a second form of TV. That wouldn't have been a thing 10 years. If you told someone, oh yeah, people have a TV that they just watch, and they just switch to different channels of people playing video games or chatting or doing art. It's all just streamed. They're all just like people at home streaming. People would be like, "You're so fucking stupid. Yeah. This isn't like the Matrix. No one's in the computers." And then 10 years later, 10 years later, they're just like, "Okay, well, I guess I'll look at this stream. What's on the front page? What's on the news stations? The news stations are the front page."
This has been a thing for like 10 years. YouTube.
Yeah, but it wasn't to the extent of like I can sit down at Twitch and channel. Nowadays, I find myself doing that.
There was a lot of YouTube content going up back in the day.
Oh yeah, back in like Machinima early days. Yeah, what was the one dude who was like a super good MW2 player for Machinima, and he would just do like, "Oh, this is where I got a 30-2, 30-1, 30-6."
There's this dude Xbox who got like 302.
Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it literally was just
a couple guys.
There was just like
a lot of guys who were good at Call of Duty. There was Hutch. They probably had like Hutch on there.
You know what probably killed all of it? Was like, you know when Machinima got...
No, Machinima was killed. There's Sark has said, because Sark was one of the big guys at Machinima. Not big guys, he like worked there for content, so he saw it.
Wait, they were killed by the fact that there was like the people above them that owned them.
The people that ran Machinima were just old, and they didn't get it. And they didn't let the young guys like... When the young guys were like, no, don't do that, they just... Because it's just always how it's been. They were just old people from the industry. They were the first. They were like ground zero of this shit. They did it the traditional way. It didn't work because it didn't work
anymore. It wasn't the same. It's
not the yeah exactly.
Not the same viewers.
What else isn't working anymore? Like games journalism sites. Like, have you been on any recently?
IGN's like the only one. Kotaku's. They're all clickbait garbage because they can't make clicks.
Yeah.
Did you see
they won't break even.
IGN for a long time was the same way as Machinima though, where it was old people and it was an old format, and then they were like, let's let some new ideas come in, and they like revitalized the thing. Game Informer is still great. Game Informer still does really well. Game Informer does well, and I read it consistently.
A few of them still do well, but like, have you seen like the meme image? I don't remember when it was, but they blacked out all of the advertisements and affiliate links, and it's like the entire image is black. You can tell that they like didn't do it just like trolling them.
Yeah,
I have no problem.
Sounds like Kotaku.
I think it might have been like
Kotaku. GameSpot or like one of these.
I think
PC
it was
Gamer.
It was PC Gamer. That's it.
That sounds like a PC.
I have no problem with
PC
like companies being like, this happens all the time. This is the same thing, even in like metrology. This is how it works.
Yeah, dude.
You pay for a magazine.
Yeah, but they do like the shittiest opinion piece articles like possible.
Oh, they're bad.
They release the cesspool that gets gaming in trouble and fucks with the industry.
Oh, for sure, because they just like they have it set up to where it's writers and like they're gamers, but they're not like
they appeal to the cult of outrage.
See, but Game Informer does such a good job at doing that. Where like each person who they have some issues with, they sometimes give higher reviews than I want. But if I can understand why people would be like, yeah, we know the new Call of Duty is the same thing, but that's what everyone who played it wanted.
The gameplay for this new one's pretty sick. It plays like a Rainbow Six game.
That's what I'm pretty excited
about. So like that's not Call of Duty.
No, I'm excited.
There's no sliding.
But the thing is, they have like some issues with wings giving them high, but Game Informer across the board, like you go through and you look.
Yeah.
Night in the Woods was like a came out of nowhere game. So coming of age stories like had me by the balls, but like I generally enjoyed Night in the Woods. They were like they gave it like 3-page review. Like they go out of their way to like make sure that they're not just like Call of Duty's buying 4 pages. But if the only thing coming out is Call of Duty like big, and like if Night in the Woods came out at the same time as a big Call of Duty game, the issue is like Night in the Woods is gonna have to wait another month if they're on the front page, because Call of Duty's where the hype is.
Yeah,
like sort of that thing.
You should do that, and probably Activision pays to have.
You just should do that.
But the thing is, they're pretty good across the board about giving when those like small hits come in. They give the time that, and their stories. Oh my god, their writers at Game Informer are way on top.
You
of
really
stuff.
like Game Informer, right?
I read a lot of them. I read Kotaku. I read PC Gamer. I read Game Informer. I read IGN. Like I genuinely read these, and it's just across the board Game Informer.
Just the best.
The
most.
It doesn't. Kotaku's garbage. They clickbait, but I think they're like the Vice News of like gaming sites. So I follow them. I follow them because I find it funny, like objectively.
I had to stop. It hurts.
Like watching.
Like I go to the trending thing, and it's like 4 tweets for you, like curated shit, and it's like Call of Duty players tweeting some stupid Call of Duty player shit. Okay, which is always entertaining.
Because Call of Duty players are of different fucking breeds.
Call of Duty players are different people, bro. There's this Keemstar video going around where he's like,
have you ever been to a live Call of Duty event?
No, but I've seen videos
where they just like, all right, it's 4 people on one side or 4 people on the other. They get up, they will, and I'm paraphrasing, I'm not using this word in my language. They will get up, they will kill someone. They'll get up, they'll look at the person and go, you're dog shit. And they'll sit back down. And they'll do that to each other. And the rest will sit there just like.
My favorite one is God, who was it? He got him. He's like, money match me right now, 10 grand. And this guy looks at him. He goes, no, and sits back down. They were screaming at each other. He's like, money match me 1v1, 10 grand.
It's insane. Like, you can't get away with that.
Dead serious.
It actually pisses me off because then the same people will be like, I don't know why Call of Duty isn't as popular as like CS:GO or League. I was like, well, because no one wants to go to your fucking live events to see fucking Danny to see fucking Tanner and Skylar yell at each other over a fucking screen. No one wants to see that. It's not entertaining. We want you to be good at the game, not just figure out how to like tilt the other person. Like,
no, it's not tilt. They're all heated.
Oh yeah, no, it's so even. Like, dude, they're all just like, whatever. Like, oh, that kid called you retarded? Yeah, he called me N-word like 2 games ago. And there's no rules against it. Like, they don't care. They enjoy this in their community.
Yeah.
Because it's all like Chads. The entire Call of Duty community is Chads. It's hilarious to watch from the outside. I would hate to be like part of that competitive scene. To be like, I would be so pissed. I'd be like, why are you doing this? It's like being like that.
Growing up playing Call of Duty just makes you angry. It just made you angry.
I genuinely hate BM and I think Smash does it pretty well. Like the players in fighting games where they're like, yeah, we'll BM each other, but like we'll shake our hands because we respect that we're both good fighters.
They just like fist bump at the end of every
Call of Duty, you'll get beat and the kid will pull out his balls at you. Like they'll make you shake his hand with his balls.
They have no rules. It's
hilarious. They don't care.
I think it's entertaining.
It's entertaining, but I wouldn't
go to one.
Upset. Yeah, I wouldn't go to one.
No.
And like if I wouldn't also complain about my game not gaining traction.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I wouldn't complain about the situation Call of Duty's in at all. I would just laugh at the dumb shit they do.
Call of Duty's popular thanks to 100 Thieves and Optic. Like right now, Call of
Duty's popular because 100 Thieves is making it popular.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And Optic
because Optic Scumpy is like the biggest esports player.
Yeah.
Just period. One of them.
One of the original biggest. You can't say right now that Ninja isn't just all around the biggest.
Yeah.
Shroud's huge. Tifu's
I'm talking about like esports.
Shroud
this guy.
Yeah, go into a school and go, who knows Tifu?
No. They're not esports players. This guy like how Shroud used to be on Cloud9.
Why are they not esports
That's what I'm talking about. They're not on a team and they're not competing in like every tournament,
every
major. They're not scrimming.
Shroud isn't. Ninja is.
I'm talking about how Shroud used to be, like on Cloud9, like in traditional esports.
That's true. But the other ones are still. Ninja still competes professionally. He just decided that he's not going to, I think, anymore. He's like taking a break, but Tifu still can. He was part of FaZe, and that whole shit went down.
Well, that was an interesting.
Which
debacle.
Honestly, fuck both of them. Like fuck FaZe Banks for being dumb. Fuck FaZe for just being stupid.
Yeah.
Like FaZe could have like just been like, oh, we should follow the rules. Because the big issue, right?
They tried to get him on a new contract.
Yeah, but the thing is, the big issue is like
He just refused to sign him
as a talent agency. Yeah. If you were considered a talent agency, you can take a maximum of 12% of someone's earnings across the board.
Yeah.
That's all you can take. But the way their contracts are set up, because sports is very diverse, make money as a player. You make money from ad revenue.
Gray area.
So they set it up to where like we would get more money if we brought you in a sponsor. We'd get more money from the deal. But if you brought in a sponsor, but the issue lies that you just get too big for a team. Without the team being like, you won't get too big for Cloud9 because their sponsors are BMW and like huge.
No, FaZe is big. FaZe has big sponsors.
FaZe has big sponsors, but they like aren't super.
FaZe is one of the most talked about esports.
Yeah, no, like FaZe is probably the biggest, second biggest, first biggest esports.
I think
group.
they're the number one.
They probably are. But the way their supporters work is they're all brought in from the company, and they aren't really. So like the players are always getting the lower percentage contracts. Cloakzy can't bring in other people to sponsor him.
I think Cloakzy
because
I think there was like a rumor close he's going to 100 Thieves like that.
Oh, for sure. Did you see him? He was on the 100 Thieves podcast. He was like, "We're the boys." I was like, "Oh, you're signing this team. You'll be here in a week, buddy. See you then. As soon as Worlds is over and your contracts."
Yeah.
He probably has like can't compete for like 6 months, like that.
Yeah. Non-compete clause.
Yeah, he probably has that, but
I think he already left FaZe.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'm in the draw. I followed the subreddits. But literally what it was is it's just like they were taking some areas more than 20%. And they said they would take like 80% of his win. Something like that.
They never collected.
But they never took FaZe Banks. I'm not taking 80%. FaZe Banks has a code Tifu. Like he was pretty chill with it. Banks is the kind of dude who would be like, "You're super cool, but I can understand like if you're like you doing something really dumb and emotional, like his tweets that were super fucking stupid."
Yeah.
Like Tifu was like, "I'm gonna be quiet because I have like a huge top 10 lawyer in California." He had like one of the top 10 super lawyers in California on his side. He's like, "I'm just not gonna say anything." And he did it while Banks is like being like, "Me and Keemstar are gonna like slap our balls together. Fortnite Friday, all of Tifu's money's being spent on like Ninja and Sway to play together." It's like, okay, that's cool, whatever. Yeah. But it's like they're so fucking. I forget where my main point was because I was just talking about that for so long.
Yeah.
What was my main point?
I don't remember.
We were talking about news sites.
Listen, we haven't finished a single topic.
Oh, he was too big for the org.
Yeah.
So, like the face that he was too big for the org, so he's like, "I'm gonna go do my own thing," and they wouldn't release him from his contract. Look at. He wanted to bring in a bunch of sponsors. He was at that level of Ninja where he's like, he can bring in these sponsors. Yeah. They can personally sponsor in the same way like Courage JG does it. And I think Tim the Tatman does it as well.
Yeah.
Like, I can bring in my own sponsors. Please let me bring them in. And they're like, we can't because our sponsors are competitors of them. We can't. So, like, you have this on your contract where you can bring in more money if you bring sponsors, but we can't let you bring in those sponsors.
Yeah. But the way they said why Tifu was leaving is where they fucked up then. If he would have just been like, he would have been like, "Listen, man, I want to work with these people. I like these companies."
He clearly just wanted to go.
Yeah, but the way they said is like he wanted to make his own esports team, and it's like, oh, so he like, and then FaZe is like, yeah, but we offered him other contracts and offered to get him out of his current contract.
Well, why would he do that?
No, I know, but why would he do that? You're right, but the way they presented reason for doing it like that was so he could compete with FaZe. So he could weasel his way out of his contract and not have to go through a non-compete clause.
Here's the thing, though.
It's the way they brought it up.
Which is a weird way to bring it up.
It was how they defended themselves.
But also, like,
weird way.
If you were getting so big that you had the chance to start your esports organization, you looked at your esports like, I'm going to start my own org. Like, there's no reason not to.
You wouldn't want if you want to do that, fine, but don't weasel your way out of a contract and like.
Well, he just didn't want to weasel his way. He just didn't want the. He's like, look at this contract.
No, they offered to let him leave.
No, they didn't.
I'm pretty sure they offered.
No, that was the issue. They kept letting him contract rumors, but they didn't offer him to. So that's where the issue came in because he wanted to leave and they wanted to get him on a new contract. He was like, "Look I don't want a new contract. I want to leave."
They claimed he never told them that he wanted to leave.
But he asked to like null the contract.
Yeah.
And then they said, "Well, let's get you a new contract." And they kept giving the new contracts and he kept declining them.
Yeah.
Because he's like, "You aren't like, there's no contract you can give me unless you allow me to do my own thing."
Right.
And you're not going to do that because it's not FaZe Bank's decision. It's not any of the FaZe players' decision. It's the people in fucking management.
Yes.
Who are just like the corporate guys who are like,
it's board members.
There is no fucking way we're going to boss our son. And FaZe Banks is like, and FaZe Banks gets the worst of it because he's in a position where it doesn't matter what he does.
He represents the company.
He represents the company because he's the FaZe Banks. Everyone knows who he is.
Yes.
But he doesn't get to make the ultimative decisions because he has to answer it, which is a good system of balance of power inside of FaZe.
Yeah, so there's no emotion.
But this means that if, the situation with FaZe Banks and Tifu, it's like, it looks like those two guys are like hate each other now, but in reality, it was just two dudes. One who clearly wanted kind of the same thing for them to be friends and be on the same level.
But they couldn't get it done because of upper management.
But they couldn't do anything because upper management was like, we're not telling.
And then the community found out, and then it escalated.
I'm sure it was a situation too, like behind doors, where FaZe Banks just wasn't told. Like they were just like, "Look at Banks. We don't have to tell Banks anything because we don't have to tell him this is contract negotiation. That's not his department. Fuck him. He's nothing to do about it."
Yeah.
And then
he's an owner technically.
Yeah, he's the owner, but he's not doing contract. But the owner's doing your marketing campaign. In FaZe Banks' case, probably helps with it. Like he's not running the fucking shit. You have a team for that.
Yeah.
He's not doing video editing.
Yeah.
So that decision's made there. They're not going to tell him, "Hey, can we do this in a video?"
Right.
He's going to fucking do it because they're the editing team saying it.
He's just allowed to make big decisions.
Yeah. So then he hears all of a sudden Tifu's in fucking living with Cloaksy and moved out of the house, and he has no shit. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? He goes to his management. The manager's like, "Yeah, he's been trying to get like a new contract. He wanted a new contract that he could do his own shit, or he wanted to be like out of the contract for like 2 years now. We didn't tell you that because now you're fucking." FaZe Banks is like, and then they probably spun. I'm sure someone at FaZe probably spun it in a way to him to make it look like it was T. And Tifu talks to them and be like, hey, someone should have just stepped in and been like, hey, you both got fucked. Instead, they were like, we'll use the money he should have taken from Tifu to do Fortnite Friday. I was like, that's a really dumb way to do it. I would never do that to a friend.
Sounds like the 100 Thieves Nick Merckx situation.
Yeah, except where he was like,
Nick Merckx wanted like $3 million.
Because Nick Merckx wasn't like Nate Shot had like been like, I'll promise.
Nate Shot's like when we go public or something, or when we go something, he probably something along those lines. I don't know what the fuck they said, but he told him apparently they made a deal to give Nick Merckx 3% of the company. When Nick Merckx asked him to pay up, his hands were tied. He couldn't. It
was not his decision. Because now he was at the same point Banks was, where he's I have this team and this team. And
the only reason we got there, he's like, the only reason we got to this point in the company being worth this is because I had to give up some of those, like some of that power to be able to do something like that. And he can't give up. He's like, I can't give up more.
Because again, he isn't the money of the situation. He's not the end all. He's got to answer the Cash App. He's got to answer the Rocket mortgage.
He's the face of the company, and his job is to run everything and grow it.
And he does a fucking great job.
He's doing a fantastic job.
But you can't make with a promise like that.
You can't make a promise like that. Yeah, it's fucked up. He made that promise, but he probably didn't think it was going to happen like this because it happened fast, bro.
To be honest, though,
100 Thieves blew up, dude. 100 Thieves. I remember him announcing that shit.
Yeah,
and then they did the first drop, and then after the first drop, fucking sold out in like 10. What was it, like an hour?
Yeah, and then the next drop sold out.
And then people were like, "Holy shit, dude! This guy just sold out like
I should go get my
30K in clothes, like that." Yeah. Go get it.
I don't know.
No, it's too late. We'll do it next time.
Plus, it'd be so fucking hot down here.
Yeah, we can do it next time.
But no, that's so fucked up. It feels so bad too because you get in a situation like that. You're just like, there's nothing I can do, and I wish I could do more. And then he signs with FaZe.
Yeah.
And part of me was like,
listen, dude, FaZe is kind of the reason he did like blow up though.
Yeah, because he was originally Gears of War player.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, hey. You locked yourself into your own thing there.
Yeah.
He plays with the controller. He's one of the players I was talking about. He's an extremely talented player. He plays Fortnite and everything. He plays with a controller.
I used to love playing Gears of War. Like Gears of War, I think 1 or 2 playing with Hugh.
Everyone I talked to was just like, this game's just fun to play. It's like Halo. Dude, they're just like, it's fucking fun to
Hugh
play.
and I, we used to play Gears of War on Xbox 360.
All day, every day.
Literally, probably 9 hours a day. We were so fucking good. We used to run lobbies so hard. There was the mode where you could just play. It was like doubles or something.
Yeah.
And it was you versus 3 other teams of 2, I think.
That's fucking cool.
You and I would just run it all fucking day long and just absolutely annihilate kids.
I love that.
I would always play the betas that come out for the multiplayers. So I did like 2 or 3 of the betas. I just had a blast. I didn't buy them, but I played the betas. I beat the first one.
I never got in. I got my first Xbox when I was in 7th grade.
I wish I was into Halo, but I was never into competitive Halo. I was into like the guys who made Forge maps. I played with all those kids.
I never played Halo.
That was the shit.
I never owned Halo. I would play.
Dude.
So Court. Wait, no, I have a good excuse. I didn't have an Xbox till 6th grade, where I got one to play Modern Warfare 2 with Court.
Yeah.
Very good friend of mine, best friend. One of my best friends, like many of you guys. But I would go over to his house, and like we would just fucking sit there and play Halo. Spend the night, we'd sit there and play Halo. So I was playing Halo. We go there. His dad had like his dad was like fly away. He'd like go on vacation, or not vacation, but he worked all over the world. He like worked in Tokyo, Germany. He'd fucking fly over.
Okay.
So, but his dad would have a password for the Xbox. You know, like you get to play an hour or 2.
Yeah.
And then you put in the password. It's fucking 2 brothers. One would be like, yo, you go watch left side. I got right side. We gonna figure this shit out. And they'd be like, one would post up on the stairs, looking at him, get the fucking thing down, and they'd get the password. And I just play. I'm the password things up every hour. He just 4 digits in. I played so much Halo. It was so much fun. Got my own Xbox, and that was the time Modern Warfare 2 was just about to be at its peak when I got my Xbox.
Yeah.
So I get in. We playing that game. Only thing we playing. Every day you come home from school, you sit up. I hit this huge tube TV, sit up and just fucking play. Yep. My cousins were coming over from across the street. We were doing 4-person split screen, just fucking quick scope. Dude, that was the greatest time of my life. But because Modern Warfare 2 was so big that I never had the chance to buy Halo because it was never something anybody was playing.
Dude, my brother got Modern Warfare 2 like a week and a half, 2 weeks early.
Halo, dude, Forge.
We were gaming. Yeah.
Halo Forge.
Halo Forge was so
Halo Forge was the shit, dude. Garbage Man, Trash Compactor. There was
the slow zombie one. What was that?
Dude, Halo
Fat
4
Man?
just
Batman.
loading
Batman.
into Forge and just fighting each other. Loading
No,
into Forge, just going at each other,
Dude.
building fucking
Yeah.
tanks and shit, and just fighting each other, just having fun. The big
Yeah.
thing remember the big open,
Dude, but people
I
did these
remember-
insane custom maps. You don't
Yeah.
get it.
the big
Do
open
you remember
sand.
when Reach came out? You and I would just like go on the maps
dude,
and
we
build cool
would
shit.
build. Yeah, we would just build maps. We'd spend days. We're like, dude, look at this base I built. You're like, dude, that's sick. Look at this one we built. We
Yeah.
built like race
Forge
maps.
was cool.
We'd build racing tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
Forge
used to
was
do it.
super cool.
Who's the shit?
Dude,
Dude, Halo Forge is like my favorite
Halo,
map
though?
editor. I think ever.
I think, yeah,
Yeah.
no, it was super good. And then it was just bad in 4. It
yeah,
pissed
it was
me
just
off.
bad.
It pissed me off.
It was new team.
Dude,
That was when they switched to their
hey,
Microsoft system. That was like
That
their
was
store
after
system.
Bungie.
Yeah, it pissed me off so bad.
Rest
The
in
Forge
peace,
was
Bungie.
just ruined.
Dude, if only Microsoft and Bungie were still best friends, they could.
Dude,
we could just have
Bungie
good games.
Bungie actually does a really good job. People shit on Bungie like at the end, at
No,
the
no.
beginning of Destiny 1, and
Well,
then they released
No,
the Taken
I
game.
don't think it's Bungie. I think it's Blizzard.
Think it's Blizzard?
I think it's Blizzard.
That's true.
Destiny
Yeah,
2.
Destiny's going free to play, and they're putting in like stats, like
Yeah.
APMP like style stats.
I
Did
feel
you
bad
guys
for
know-
anybody who have paid for Destiny.
Well, no, you still get perks if you pay for it. I paid for it, beat the whole game, enjoyed it in Destiny 2 and Destiny 2.
I have Destiny
Did you
2
guys
for free.
know that there is a secret story around the villain of Destiny 2? I don't even remember his name. What's
Which
his-
one?
Is this a game theory video?
No.
Okay.
Wait, which one?
Destiny
the first
2.
raid, the first
Destiny
villain, the
2?
first raid.
Yeah, the main villain throughout the entire campaign. What's his name? I can't think of it right now.
In Destiny 2, it's the
I don't fucking.
it's not. It's before the raid. It's the one before the raid. It's the
Yeah,
main
it's
story
not
player
Emperor
bad guy.
Callus.
But who is the main story player bad guy? What's the story in that?
It's the
I don't
it's
know.
the
Oh, yes, the Cabal. He's a Cabal.
it's a
It's the
a
Cabal
Cabal
evil.
in the white armor.
Yes. I know who you're talking about. Yes, go.
Gaul. All right. Yes.
Oh,
yes. All right. Anyways, so
You were way too hyped.
Dude, I fucking love Destiny. I've played
Really?
thousands of me, Court, Nick, just fucking Destiny, 26 hours.
you and I played a
we
fair
played so
amount
much.
too.
We played so much fucking Destiny.
I got Destiny 2 for free. I never played it.
I had all of the things in Destiny 1. Like I was endgame. I was on the app, like PS4.
You're insane.
I was on the app PS4. I was in
Dude.
clans.
No, but
This
anyways,
is dark time.
in Destiny 2, there is an entire story about Gaul that like explains his motivations and all of that, and like the fact that the Cabal like aren't really down with what he's doing. In a letter from Emperor Callus, that you only got if you got like the deluxe version of the game. It explains like what's bad about the story. Well, all right, I'm still not a big fan of how it's written and how it's
Here's the
presented.
thing. I got the deluxe version.
You did? Did you get the letter?
I got the digital deluxe.
Yeah, you need to get like the physical
I know.
one or
I
something.
didn't because I was like, I'm not fucking.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
of course not.
No one is.
And
The
but
story
yeah.
presentation in Destiny is awful.
Well, no, in Destiny 2 it was really bad because so looking at it from an animator's point of view, and I heard this point in a different video as well, but in all of the Gaul cutscenes, first off, why are we even there? I don't need to know the villain's motivations. He's a Cabal. It should just be his motivation is he wants more power.
They're war. They're people of war. That's what they are.
Yeah.
That's what they do. They do you know the lore of Destiny? Yeah, they fucking fight.
But
Yeah.
either way, every time he captures the speaker of the
Power.
fucking orb or whatever.
Oh, light.
Yeah. And he wears a mask and the speaker wears a mask, and then they're like having this intense conversation where neither of them can emote,
So it's just fucking weird.
and it's just bad. You just watch it and you're like, what's happening?
Imagine the two characters that are at the emotional crux, and
Yeah.
neither of them can be properly animated, like you said, as well as like,
like Mass
what's our
Effect
motivation?
Andromeda levels
We never
like
get a
that.
motivation to care about the Cabal leader.
Well,
Like we're just told to hate. But I will say the opening level in Destiny 2, where like everything gets destroyed, going through the streets and stalling. That is so like the missions
It
in
is
Destiny
cool.
2. The missions in Destiny 2 at the beginning, where you're
Yeah, I
like traveling. It's so good.